Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday. Let me get to sharing this out. Eight. I want to say hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Joey. Hi to all my family and friends who support and watch the show. Thank you to those of you who will be tuning in. Share. Right, post. Group. Crafty. Hey. Hi, Trista. How you doing, doll? Okay. We're all shared out on Facebook. Oh, I need to turn this on. Turn this on. Oh. All right. We're getting on Instagram. Excuse me. I do not like how Instagram does the titling for live anymore. But I digress. How y'all doing? How are you guys doing today? What's going on? DK Williams. Hey, what's going on? Glad you could tune in. So, we are getting started in just a few minutes while we wait for our start time of 8:05. Yes, Trista. While we wait for our time to start, I do have a few announcements, okay? First announcement is the live show schedule. If you did not get the email that I sent out on Monday, or if you were not here last night, this show, I used to do it 4 nights a week. I have now changed it to, I'm doing it 3 nights a week, but we're going to extend it by 5 to 10 minutes. So we are now on Monday through Wednesday. Tell your friends, let them know. Okay. So we used to do 8 to 8:35. Now we're going to be about 8 to 8:45. Okay. Monday through Wednesday. That is announcement number 1. Announcement number 2. Merchandise for the show is back in stock. Y'all know I ran out of the mugs the last time, but the mugs are back in stock, as well as the t-shirts. Excuse me. Make sure you pick up your NPL Legal Dish merch and show people how you got so smart. Okay. Third announcement. I am on Clubhouse. If you don't know what Clubhouse is, it's the latest social media platform, but it allows for more, real-time interaction. I can actually hear your voice. And eventually what I want to do is simultaneously broadcast the show on Clubhouse while I do Facebook and Instagram. So follow me on Clubhouse so when I get that up and going, you guys can be in and I can hear your lovely voices. My handle on Clubhouse is @sweet_TALIE, @sweet_tally. I used, yes, purchase the merch, DK Williams. I like that. I used my personal Twitter to sign up for Clubhouse because I didn't really know what it was about. And then once I signed up, I realized, I should have signed up with my business one. So until I can get that figured out, follow me on Clubhouse at @sweettally. You will see it. You'll see my face. You'll see my name. It'll say NPL Consulting Firm. It's just the handle is different. Okay. That is announcement number 3. And announcement number 4, one-on-one sessions are back live. If you are trying, it's the top of 2021. The beginning of the year is always a time when we're trying to get some plans into motion. If you need a business strategy, a business startup strategy, you're like, I know, I want to start my boutique, but I have no idea how to make it legit. Where do I put my money? How do I get my paperwork? One-on-one sessions are back live so we can get your business startup strategies together. So make sure you go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm to book that. Okay. Yes. So those are the announcements, and that takes us right to the start time. So let me pause the La Musica and hit record, and we are going to get started. All right. Be sure start sharing this out to your friends, please. Hey, man. Okay. Record. All right. Welcome. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are watching this show for the first time, or you don't know who I am, or you're listening to the podcast replay, whether you're watching it live or watching the replay, I am Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I am the host of the show, and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like getting your EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, making sure you have your articles of incorporation with the state, making sure you have contracts so you don't get burned by clients and partners, brand protection strategy so people don't steal your business ideas, hiring policies so you don't get sued for discrimination. I help you do all of these things and more. If you are wondering why I'm qualified to help you do all of these things, I'm very happy that you asked. I am a licensed attorney, have been one for 14 years and counting, almost 15 years. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful, there are just some things that you need to know. There's no way around it. So that is why I am here. So, if you are in the startup phase of your business, and you need, a little bit of guidance on how to make, your startup phase a winning phase, or you have a business ideas and you literally have no idea where to start, or you've been in business for a while, but you don't really have any structure and you need some more structure, hit me up. I want to help you out. The best way to do that is to go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. There you can book yourself a free 15-minute consultation. You can also book a Talk to Me Tuesday session where you can get 25 minutes with me for $25. Or you can book your full one-on-one session, your 1-hour sessions, okay? That's at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. As well at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. If you're not ready for that, I have the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less, okay? So it's a totally free download, so make sure you go pick that up. So at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can get the merchandise for the show. NPL Legal Dish, the mugs and the t-shirts are available at linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. Something just bit me and I'm like, it's not even hot outside. What happened? But yeah, so linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm is how we are going to connect with each other most easily. Okay. And I just scratched my skin. Okay. But yes, but that is enough about me. Let's talk about the show. Okay. So the way that the show works is I pull stories from the news, stories from blog sites, stories that you guys send me, a story, wherever I find something interesting that applies to this show, that has a business lesson that we can learn, I pull that from the news and we talk about it. Okay. So this is a time for you to get involved. It's a time for you to participate, ask your questions, give your comments. I am going to ask you questions as well. So, don't be shy. This, all questions are welcome and comments are welcome as long as they are respectful. Okay? So, without further ado, we are going to get started. All right? But, we are in a new season of NPL Legal Dish, and this season I'm trying to implement some new things. So one of the things that I am going to start as of today is doing a business concept of the day, where we will talk about, a business term, a business deal, any concept that I think you need to learn as a business owner. We're going to take a few minutes at the top of the show to talk about it, okay? So this month, I told you guys yesterday and in the email blast, this month we are focusing on business entities, right? We're going to be talking about that all month. If you want the whole breakdown on business entities, you can pick up the business entities ebook at linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm. But if you just kind of, want to take it slow, or go through the whole month, at the top of every show, I will be doing, a mini lesson on one business concept. Okay. So, today, for the first one, we are starting with what a business entity is, because that is what we are covering for the month. What do I mean when I say business entity, right? A business entity is a legal structure that lets businesses conduct business. So a business entity, it was something that was created through the legal system that allows you to do what it is you do and make money from it, okay? Having a business entity, a legally established one, incorporating your business, it lets you, it separates your business finances from your personal finances, depending on the business entity you choose. It also provides you some tax savings, because you are able to write off deductions from your expenses from your business. And it also provides you credibility. It sounds a lot more impressive to say, I am the, owner and operator of blah, blah, blah LLC than, I'm so-and-so buy my stuff, right? People like to know that you have your paperwork in order. It makes you look like you know what you're doing. It makes you look orderly. It gives the right impression. So so just to take it from the top again, a business entity, it's a legal structure that lets you do business, saves you money, protects your assets, and provides your business credibility. So when you are starting a business, a lot of people think, just start off with a social media account and, maybe Cash App or Venmo. That's great maybe for one thing, but if you are truly trying to build an empire, build a legitimate business, you need a legal structure for your business. Like if you make physical products and you want to get your products into the store, you are going to need to have a business entity. Now, what are the business entities? There are 6 kinds of business entities, and we are going to go through each of them during the month of January. But just, a quick run through the 6 major business entities. We have sole proprietorships, partnerships, LLCs, S Corps, C Corps, and B Corps, okay? So, sole proprietorships, partnerships, limited liability companies, LLCs, S Corps, C Corps, and B Corps. Now, we are going to go over what those 6 entities do, how they differ from each other, and how they can help you or hinder you over the course of the month. But if you want to know right now, I want you to go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm, because my business entities ebook is on sale right now. It is only $9.97, and you will get the breakdown of all 6 business entities, for $10. Okay? All right. So that is our business concept of the day. Let's move on to our stories now. All right. And let me know what you think about the business concept of the day. Is this something that I should keep? Do you not like it? Let me know what you think about it. Okay. Okay. All right. So moving on to our first story of the evening. I want to do this one first. Okay. Is that Trista? You still here, girl? All right. If you are a Michael Jordan fan, please give me a basketball emoji. Or if you know who Michael Jordan is, give me an MJ in the comments. And if you are a Michael Jordan fan, give me a basketball emoji. All right? If you know who Michael Jordan is, give me an MJ in the comments. And if you are a Michael Jordan fan, give me a basketball emoji. So last year, it was last year, 2020, I covered this story about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has been going through a legal dispute in China over the last 8 years. Thank you, Trista, for the MJ. There is a company out there that has been using Michael Jordan's name or Michael Jordan's name written in Chinese for the last 8 years. And Michael Jordan has been trying to, get back control of his name over in China. Now, Michael had some success because the company was using his English name, Michael Jordan, as well as however they, write his name in Chinese. So they had two different, thank you for the basketball, Trista. They had two different things they were using for their company. And it was a sportswear company. This company was selling sneakers, selling athletic apparel, all of this stuff, right? And they were using Michael Jordan's name. So last year, Michael Jordan won the rights to his English name in China. And the company, which I can't even pronounce it because I do not speak Chinese, so I'm not going to attempt. And the company, they had to give up the English version of Michael Jordan's name. Unfortunately, Michael Jordan has not been able to get the rights to his Chinese name, and the company is still allowed to use it in some respects. Actually, yeah, they are still allowed to use it. But Michael Jordan has been awarded $46,000 for emotional damages because they're using his name. Now, keep in mind, Michael Jordan is worth $1.6 billion, okay? And the Chinese court basically said, hey, here's $46,000, billionaire, for the stress that was caused by this company using your name, right? Now, think about this. Michael Jordan has had a long and storied career. He makes a lot of money. Michael Jordan's name brings in the dollars. Who knows how much money this Chinese company made because they were using Michael Jordan's name? That's why trademarks are important, because name brand recognition, people associate it with a certain type of quality, right? When we think Michael Jordan, we think sports great, we think sneakers, we think, quality items. So this company was basically riding Michael's coattails, riding his reputation, and has been selling their sportswear in China. And to repay Michael, to, I guess try and make him whole, because this company has been making money off of his name in Chinese, the Chinese court has awarded Michael Jordan $46,000. And I want to know from you guys, do you think that is a fair amount? Is $46,000 for emotional damages a suitable, I guess, a suitable award for Michael Jordan? Because he doesn't have the rights to his name in Chinese over in China. So if he wanted to start, a line of Michael Jordan whatevers and wanted to use the Chinese version of his name, he is unable right now. So do you think the $46,000 is that enough of an award to, kind of, I guess, soothe Michael? What do you think about that? What do you think? I personally don't think that $46,000 for what Michael Jordan brings in, I don't think that's enough. But whatever. It's not an American court, so we can't dictate how, they run things. Trista said no, she is not She does not think that that is enough to repay Michael. And I don't think so either. Michael, like, even now, like, Jordans alone, Michael has an empire with that. He makes so much money off of his name. And for you to be an entire company making all of this money off of Michael Jordan's name, $46,000 really feels like a slap in the face. But, you know, we wish Michael Jordan the best. He seems to be, you know, coming around to the Black Lives Matter, supporting his peeps. So, you know, good for you, sir. All right. Okay. Moving on to our next story of the evening. You know what? I'm going to leave this one for last because it's a little bit more complicated. Trista, do you have an iPhone? Do you have an iPhone, my dear? If you do, give me the cell phone emoji. If you don't, just give me a no in the comments, okay? While you do that, I mean, are all my viewers in Georgia or something? Where is everybody? Y'all at the polls? Okay. While you do that, let me know if you have an iPhone. So we know that Apple is very proprietary over their trademarks, over their products. They do not play. Apple is not here for your shenanigans and trying to, you know, rip off their products, right? Apple filed a... No, but you use an iPad? Okay, so you have an Apple product. Awesome. Okay. Apple filed a copyright infringement suit against this company called Corellium. Now, this company, they work with, you know, corporate organizations, governments, military installations, things like that. They are a digital security type company. And what Corellium does or did is they created virtual iPhones to test them for vulnerabilities. Now, these were not physical phones. You could not purchase them anywhere. They literally created iPhones like in a computer or on a device or, you know, in some type of platform so they could see, you know, where are the weaknesses in an iPhone, right? So Apple sued Corellium for copyright infringement because they're saying, hey, you used the basis for our iPhones to create your own iPhones and you're, you know, infringing on our product. We make iPhones. What are you doing here, Corellium? So they went to court. Apple was like, hey, judge, Corellium's out here making virtual iPhones. We want you to tell them to stop. Do you think Apple won or do you think that they lost? What do you think the judge thought about virtual iPhones versus physical iPhones? What do you think? What do you think? Because when you are suing for infringement, it's because you already have something out there and someone is copying it, trying to be just like you, right? So Apple is saying this company is creating they're creating virtual iPhones. And we make iPhones, so they're infringing. Trista said, oh, they were wrong. Apple should win. Actually, Trista, the judge sided with Corellium. And I'm going to tell you why they sided with Corellium. Because Apple doesn't make virtual iPhones. Apple makes physical iPhones. Remember, if you have a trademark or if you have a copyright, it is for the thing that you own, right? Apple makes... okay, I'm broadcasting on my iPhone right now, so I can't pull it up for you. But Apple makes physical iPhones that you can touch, you can dial, you can put your contacts in. Corellium was basically creating programs on a computer and testing out, you know, the inner workings to see where the vulnerabilities are. They weren't selling these phones. They were testing them for other companies. So the judge said, look, there's no infringement here because Apple... you don't make virtual iPhones. You make real iPhones. So Corellium is not infringing on your coding. So I want to know, Trista, now that you know that reasoning, do you change your answer? Do you think that the judge got it right? Or do you still think that Apple should have won? Do you think the fact that it was just a virtual iPhone doesn't matter? Did the judge get it right? Let me know what you think. Just because the judge said it was right doesn't mean it's right, because rulings are overturned all the time. So don't ever feel like just because the judge said yes that you have to agree with what the judge said. So do you think the judge got it right in this case, that because Apple does not make virtual iPhones, Corellium was not infringing on Apple's intellectual property? Trista, you holding it down tonight, girl. You think they should have won? Okay. Now this case isn't over. While Apple lost the infringement part of the lawsuit, there is another part that is still going on, having to do with security. I forget what it was about. I'll have to look it up again. But yeah, Apple, infringement is all about competition. And in this case, Corellium and Apple aren't really in competition, because Apple is focusing on the consumer, and Corellium is focusing on, more larger organizations like governments and military and large corporations. Okay? Trista said iPhone and its structure is a known entity. It is, Trista, right? I can hold an iPhone in my hand, but I can't hold a virtual iPhone in my hand. It is, it's on the Corellium property. They're not putting it out in the world for everybody to be able to access, right? So what the thing with infringement is, there must be confusion. If I know that I can't get this virtual iPhone is only for testing for vulnerabilities, versus the physical iPhone that I can purchase and buy and take pictures and make calls on, do those things intersect in the marketplace? Do they? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Baby. And then we're going to go to our final story, which I'm kind of excited about. I want to know what you guys think, because this is something, whatever. So let me know what you think, Trista. All right. Trista said, well done. Intellectual property it's not black and white. It's not cut and dry. There are a lot of nuances. That's why it's such an interesting area of the law, right? Okay, but good luck to Corellium and Apple. They're making billions of dollars out here. All right. Our third and final story for the evening. Okay, so now that I'm kind of getting the sway of things, I think that we're going to be ending early tonight, but I know now that with the announcements and the biz concept, I'm going to need to add one more story. Okay. I just working these things out in my head. All right. Last story of the evening. Before we do that, I want to reset and remind you guys that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Thursday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are in the startup phase of your business and you need a legal friend to hold your hand on the perilous road of entrepreneurship, I'm here. I want to be your friend. Go to linktr.ee/nplconsultingfirm, book a free consult with me, and let's chat. Okay. All right. Moving on to our final story of the evening. My dear Trista, did you see the movie Shape of Water? Did you see the movie Shape of Water? It came out in about 2017. I remember hearing about this movie, but I did not see it. But did you, Trista, see the movie Shape of Water? And to those of you who, if you are watching the replay, please put in the comments, let me know if you saw the movie. If you're listening to the podcast replay, shoot me an email. Let me know if you saw it. Okay. You didn't see it. That's cool. Okay. So Shape of Water, like I said, it came out in 2017. The premise of the movie, or, the synopsis is, there is a female janitor. She's working in a science lab. And in the lab, they have a sea creature. And she falls in love with the sea creature. And because she knows that they're going to be doing scientific experiments on this sea creature that she has fallen in love with, she sneaks him out of the lab in a laundry cart. Okay? Now, reading the description of it, I love, kind of sci-fi fantasy movies. So I might actually have to go and watch The Shape of Water. But the basic premise is, the cleaning lady falls in love with the sea creature who's being held in a secret facility, and she helps him escape so they don't test on him, right? The creators of this movie, they are being sued by the creators of a play called Let Me Hear You Whisper. Now, Let Me Hear You Whisper was a play that came out in 1969. And Trista, let me know if you hear anything that sounds familiar. The premise of the play, hey Nessie Time, the premise of the play, Let Me Hear You Whisper, is a female janitor is working in a dolphin research center. And she, realizes that one of the dolphins is really intelligent, and she teaches him how to speak, and they have an emotional connection. And because she doesn't want him to be tested on at the research center, she sneaks the dolphin out in a laundry cart. Trista, does that sound similar to the synopsis that we just read of The Shape of Water? What do you think? Okay. Nessie Time, just to catch you up, we're actually on our last story of the evening. Did you happen to see the movie The Shape of Water, Nessie Time? If you did, please let me know in the comments. Okay. So Trista, I want to know for you, do you think that they sound similar? Okay. Well, the people who created Let Me Hear You Whisper, the play, they thought you did not. Okay. So hold on, Trista. Let me catch Nessie Time up, all right? So Nessie Time, the movie The Shape of Water, it came out in 2017. The premise of the movie is that there is a female janitor. She's working in a science lab. And in the science lab, they are holding a sea creature who she falls in love with. And then she helps him escape the science lab in a laundry cart because they're going to be testing on him, right? So, da-da-da. The problem is there is a play called Let Me Hear You Whisper that came out in 1969. It's still performed on stage. And in the premise of this play seems very similar to The Shape of Water. The premise of the play is that there is a female janitor. She's working in a dolphin research center. She has an emotional connection with the dolphin. She teaches the dolphin how to talk and then sneaks the dolphin out of the research center in a laundry cart. All right. So the creators of Let Me Hear You Whisper, or whoever is managing that play now, okay, you did see it. Okay. They are suing, or they did sue, the creators of The Shape of Water because they said you stole our ideas. And initially, the first judge in this case, he had dismissed this infringement suit because he said that, while there are some similar themes, there might be some, not similar themes. While there might be some similarities, the themes of the two movies are totally different, right? So he dismissed it at first, but the people from the play, Let Me Hear You Whisper, they weren't taking that lying down. They actually appealed the dismissal, and the ruling has been reversed. So now Shape of Water is going to have to defend themselves in court and prove that they did not infringe on the copyrights for Let Me Hear You Whisper. So I want to know from you guys, based on these, we've just given very broad strokes of the story. Shape of Water, lady falls in love with a sea creature at her job, helps him escape. Let Me Hear You Whisper, lady falls in love with a dolphin at her job, teaches him to talk, helps him escape. In both of them, they help them escape in a laundry cart. Do you think that there is a credible argument for infringement here? Do you think that that the people who have the rights to the play, Let Me Hear You Whisper, are they really, do they have a credible argument against The Shape of Water, or are they just trying to do a money grab? Remember when we talked about that lady who wrote that book about Pablo Escobar, and she tried to sue Netflix over Narcos, because they used like a hotel room scene or something like that, and in the show they had Pablo Escobar, one of his lovers was a journalist, and they told her to kick rocks. They're like, girl, hotel rooms, you know how many hotel rooms Pablo Escobar has probably been in? But in this instance, do you think that there is a credible argument for infringement here? Are the stories similar enough in details that there is, room to kind of investigate, how did you come about this movie, Shape of Water? Did you steal it from Let Me Hear You Whisper? What do you guys think? What do you think? What do you think? Hey. Ooh, I need a sip of water. What do you guys think? I definitely think that there is, a possibility of infringement here. Hold on. Nessie Time said, yes, that sounds similar, but The Shape of Water goes on to a love and they have sex. Okay. Trista Bradford said they are going to need to show more similarities. Okay, so the both of you seem to think that there are some big gaps here. Nessie Time says that in The Shape of Water movie, there's a more romantic feel to it. And Trista is saying they need more than these broad strokes. Well, I agree with you guys, but I do think the fact that, it's, somebody working in some type of science facility and trying to free someone, that's not an uncommon basis, in media, right? But I think that some of these points, right, like sneaking the person out in the laundry cart, that's something that's very specific. Actually, no. Now that I think about this, laundry carts are used a lot in escapes. So you know what? I changed my mind. And I am allowed to do that. Okay, it's a love story. Okay, I'm allowed to do that. I don't necessarily think that there is enough here just on these facts to say that there's infringement. I am going along with Trista and saying that they're going to need to show more similarities. Because, I just think that now, while the laundry cart, yes, it's in both of them, but how many shows have you seen or how many movies have you seen of someone who is snuck out of somewhere in a laundry cart? That's not an uncommon escape route, right? So while I don't necessarily think that the judge was right to dismiss the case in the first part, I do think that Let Me Hear You Whisper is going to have kind of an uphill battle, to prove that it was infringement. Nessie Time said jail stories use laundry carts. Yes, they do. Trista Bradford said so many. Absolutely. I don't know why the laundry cart just had me stuck. For some reason, that to me stuck out. But now that I'm looking at it from a broader perspective, laundry carts are very common tools used for escape. So I changed my mind. See? Reasonable minds can differ. This is why there's so many lawyers. You have so many different sides to a coin. It's interesting stuff. So, Shape of Water is going to have to defend themselves against Let Me Hear You Whisper. And we'll just have to see how good of an argument they have. Are they going to be able to show the differences? Now, Nessie Time is saying that this is a love story. That was why the judge dismissed the case the first time, because he was saying that while there are similarities in the story frame, the themes are totally different. Nessie said it's a love story for Shape of Water. Let Me Hear You Whisper is more about freeing, an intelligent animal. Think like Free Willy or something, Free Willy wasn't a love story. But yeah, so if you want Shape of Water to win, give me some type of water emoji. If you think the play should win, let me hear you whisper. Give me a lips emoji. So if you think Shape of Water should win and they should not be sued by the play, give me a water emoji. If you think the play should win and that Shape of Water stole their story, give me a lips emoji. Okay? Let me know what you think. Hey, let me know what you think. And while you do that, we're going to be closing out in a couple of minutes. If want to give you some time, if you have any questions, now is the time to ask them. We have about 5 minutes before we're going to have to end. And while you get your questions in, just to go over the announcements that I made at the top of the show. Yes, live show. Remember, we are now broadcasting 3 days a week instead of 4. I am doing Monday through Wednesday. So tomorrow will be our last show of the week. And we are also extending the show by 5 to 10 minutes. Trista said that's the same basis for Flubber. Did I see Flubber? I didn't see Flubber. I might have to do like maybe we could do some type of movie, like infringement movie night. Nessie Time gave me the water emoji. So you think Shape of Water should win. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we'll have to wait and see, and I will definitely update you guys if if and when I find out the results. But as we close out, please, if you have any questions about business formation, be sure to put them in the comments so I can answer them before we head out. Trista said Shape of Water may have an advantage. Why do you think they might have an advantage, Trista? And while Trista tells us why she thinks Shape of Water might have an advantage, I want to remind you again, live show is Monday through Wednesday now, 8 to 8:45. 2, follow me on Clubhouse at @sweet_Talie, Talie. Yes, I signed up with my personal. I'm trying to get it changed, but if you're on Clubhouse, follow me there. Hi, I'm Roxby Brown Sugar. We're actually winding down, but you can definitely watch the replay. Follow me on Clubhouse because eventually I'm going to be broadcasting this show on Clubhouse so I can hear you guys, your answers, and we don't have to wait for you to write them into the box. Third announcement, merch is back in stock. The cups are back. The t-shirts are here. Go get your merch, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. And one-on-one sessions are back as well, all right? So if you are ready to get your business startup strategy session for 2021, go book your appointment, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. All right. So those were the stories I had for you today. Oh, also just to refresh, we are doing a business concept of the day now at the top of every show. Today we define business entities. If you missed it, just go watch the replay. It's only a couple of minutes, but we're going to be doing that every day on the show from now on, okay? Trista said because the premise is overdone and unoriginal. Okay. Trista said that Shape of Water may have an advantage because the premise is overdone and unoriginal. And I don't disagree with you because there are a lot of movies that, fight corporate science and things like that and breaking people out of facilities and things like that. So I don't disagree with you, and we will just have to wait and see what happens. All right. Yes, so that is where I'm going to leave you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves. We will be back here tomorrow at 8 o'clock from 8 to 8:45. Make sure to tell your friends. If you want to follow along with our curriculum this month, we are covering business entities this entire month. Make sure you pick up the Business Entities ebook. It is only $9.97 in my store. Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm and pick that up. Yeah, and that is where I'm going to leave you guys. Have a good night. Bye.